Hey everyone. Well, the two of us, I guess, three of us possibly. Can you guys hear me? Testing. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure before I continue. Um, so today we are mostly just going to be showing off the changes that have been going on. Changes that have been going on to the park since the last video, which there actually have been a lot. Mostly that there are now trees outside the park. And there is a major expansion over in this area where there is now rivers and whatnot. I'm going to be rerouting pretty much everything of the river cruise and the I'll be moving the um, engine. Oh gosh, what is that called? What was I calling it? The Jurassic Park Institute and the engine staff center. I'll be moving those around, and this is just mostly a stream just to get moving and see what if people are interested in this project from the Everything Jurassic Park Discord. Let's lower that music. And for some reason that happened. Oh, 5 people. Very nice. Um, so before I actually get started on any major work over here, is there really anything you guys would be interested in seeing? Since, granted, there hasn't been a lot of work, but there has been some. And just because I thought of it, I'm going to share the map in the chat for everybody. Let's see, is it still on my drive? It is not, so I'm gonna upload that real quick. Okay, where's that file? There it is. so that everyone can follow along. That is the a link to the map. Three people. Okay. So, someone like let me know what you guys would be interested in seeing before we get to the nitty gritty work. This is obviously a very different project than uh, Jurassic or everything Jurassic Park's Isla Nublar project. If I can speak today. Let's fix these waterfalls. There we go. Just a moment. Gonna check on something real quick. Hmm. Well, I guess since nobody's talking, I'm just gonna go into the visitor center real quick and show it off. So I have included fossil blocks and random fossils and archaeology and heck even Jurassic craft blocks everywhere throughout the build, just to liven it up a bit and um, change up the textures. Gonna open. What is going on here? That's weird. Huh. I have no idea what's going on there. What was the room with the grass in it? Could you give me a little bit more detail to that? Hmm, that's bizarre. So as you come into the main visitor center, this is going to be the main entranceway. Over here, let's up the brightness. Left side. Okay, so over here, this isn't grass. This is lime concrete powder. And this is going to be a gift store. Oh, what? There was supposed to be a brachiosaur skeleton in here. Okay, something has odd has happened here. Let's quickly place that back down. Oh no. I'll fix that later. No, I don't know. That was a velociraptor. For some reason, even though it was a fossils and archaeology block or skeleton, it replaced it with a Jurassic craft item. And I'm gonna put string under this stuff. So this is really bizarre. Some things have changed since the last time I've even played the game. Anyway, So this is going to be this will eventually be a gift store. I'll fix that. That probably means that all my skeletons in the museum are messed up. Yes, they are. Oh no. The only one that's working is the mammoth. That's really bizarre. Hmm. Oh, these ones are working. Um, I will actually go over here because everything that I had done is actually sitting over here. So everything should be working fine over here. At least I hope so. And that's gonna... That, I don't know what is going on there. Okay, what's going on here? Hmm. This is really bizarre. Kind of embarrassing, too. I thought all of this was set up. But we have more of the skeletons over here, I guess. You know what? Momentarily. I'll take a break just a moment. I'm going to switch worlds. See if there's a difference. And I'll fix all that off camera at some point. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is a conflicting mod. I did add a couple of them since the last time I actually played. This is a previous saved file. At least the doors are open in this one. Yeah, this one's going to be right. Just got to get rid of some of this stuff for you to be able to see it. And the museum. Probably the biggest part of this whole project that I am proud of. If anybody has any ideas what can go down here, which I will also lower the volume. But if anybody has any idea what can go down in here, I would most appreciate any kind of suggestions. So as you come down, of course, you're going to be greeted by this. See this herd of Triceratops, Daphosauruses, Dilophosaurus, Pteranodons, all that jazz. Yeah, this room single-handedly is one of the biggest rooms that I'm proud of in this whole project so far. I'm calling this Carnivore Island, so to speak. I'm not sure what to do here. I kind of got some ideas after Project Nublar Showcase, but none of those are going to be available for a long time. So I don't know what I'm going to fill this area with. There's the Rex skeleton, prominent display, Packies, Sarcos, and I thought I had put something in here. But anyway, let's move back through here. Let's see, is this going to work? Yes. Okay. This is the entrance to the IMAX theater. Let's see, are those? Yep, the skeletons are still up there. I'm really proud of this room here. I still got to duplicate it on other kind of funky angles, but and this is actually 1-to-1 the size that an IMAX theater would be. Anyway, let's see. Is this going to open and close? Yep. I don't know what was going on in that previous version of the world. Is this... Yep, this is the old version. Before I added a part of actual San Diego in. I'm going to hop back onto that other previous world real quick. I just wanted to show all that off. So that I can actually get started doing what I was hoping to do with this stream. But while I'm waiting for the game to load, are there any oh, okay. I will see what I can do to fix that. That should have been a shareable thing. Okay. That's just being stupid, I guess. I'm going to see if I can find it on Google real quick for everybody. Actually, I can take the name and search that. That should work. Since it's got a very distinct name. 9KT3NRE. And I've done that before and it's popped up. That doesn't. Okay. I'll do it this way. Sorry if I go quiet. That's just because I'm focusing. Okay, let's do this. There it is. That's tiny. Okay, Reddit. Now this is a link to the original place that I had found it. So that should more than definitely work. And I have talked with the original mod creator or map creator, and he is okay with it. Awesome. That's good that that works. Is there any spot you guys think would be interesting to go check out? It does look amazing. That's part of the reason why I chose to build this map. And special thanks to Goji Rex for giving me permission to build his map. I've altered some things to make it my own, of course, but you know, one big thing is that's going to be moving is this river cruise station. Now that I have a bunch more room. What? Oh, this is the. Um, sorry, just got a text. I'm gonna jump over to the new place because there's two different what points of interest. So obviously the visitor center, but I just finished showing that off. I could give you guys a sneak preview of the Raptor house, which is going to be the main focus of when I do get to the next episode. I could show off the Jurassic Park San Diego arena that is seen in the Lost World. Um, I could give you a show off of the teaser of the episode after the Raptor house, which is going to be the uh, T Rex exhibit. I'll wait till I get some kind of feedback. Rex Place. Okay. Just a moment. I got to send someone a text. I'm going to be meeting up with some people after I'm done with the stream. There's going to be. Okay. So with the Raptor paddock, there's actually 6 different kinds of raptors. Um, most of them are in the Raptor house, which is right in front of me. But and the Velociraptor we all know and love is going to be inside this, but because this is more based on, I'm going to try and go for reality with this park, and that was what Goji Rex, the original creator, was going for. Um, we're going to probably be using the fossils and archaeology version of the Velociraptor when we get finished. You know, when it's all said and done and we get to put the animals in, mostly because of realism. So we got a couple different raptors. We've got like Utah Raptor, Velociraptor. Um, just a moment. I gotta I gotta split my focus just for a moment. Okay, what parts do you think are the most interesting? Well, let's go through the raptor house real quick. I'll pull up our species list real quick. Um, so where is it? Sorry, kind of unorganized. I know. Okay, so slight change from the original plan of the raptor house according to what is on that picture. But we have the Ostroraptor, Achillobator, uh, Deinonychus, and Velociraptor included in this raptor house. And then outside is going to be including the Utah Raptor. Okay, so let's hop into this. Oh, I've got to fix all this. But this whole thing, this whole building here was built by Ryan, the head of everything Jurassic Park. And we are going to striving for real, like how the environments would have looked like um, back in the day. And this is the Astroraptor exhibit, the second largest raptor that this park was going to have on display. The Achillobator, which this one was more of a plains type type feel to it. So again, Ryan did all the research of this, so I'm not as up to date on these kind of on the environments. Next one, the Deinonychus. I believe it is. Yes. So this was kind of like oh, a forest type feel to it. And lastly, our favorite, the Velociraptor, and going for a Mongolian desert type feel of the exhibit. And behind this wall, where is the entrance to it? Right over here, there is an emergency bunker for just in case and a dinosaur escapes, because that's bound to happen. And in our in the backstory to this park, there actually was an escaped Utah raptor at one point, which right in this area, and because of that, they moved to this much larger exhibit that is actually dropped down into the ground. And Ryan has not had a chance to start this exhibit, but with all that being said, we're done with the Raptor house. I am not going in the bathroom because for some reason, one of the mirrors from Mr. Crayfish's mod just crashes my game at the moment. So, and here is a preview to the episode after the Raptor house, which is the T-Rex Kingdom exhibit. They lived in a kind of environment similar to where I live in Washington, and also lived at a time before grass. So it's going to be all dirt. There's going to be some trees and foliage and stuff, but this is going to be essentially it. At one point, I had skeletons in here, which I'll pop those down just so that everybody can get a good idea of size real quick. Let's go. Where is... Okay, where are the skeletons? I've got so many different mods in here. Probably partly lagging the game, but whatever. There they are. Oh, you're going to do this to me. I feel that this is an adequate amount of space for probably about 3 T-Rexes. If I can get the skeleton to load back in. What do you guys think? Again, we're trying to go for reality. I understand that, and that is partly why we messed around. When I made this map, I say we, and it's really this one's just me, but I messed around with scale. Um, what do you think of this size, like looking in game for the Rex? Minimum, maximum of two. Okay, I'll go with that. That makes sense. Granted, we're not going for like wide sweeping uh, exhibits or paddocks like we get on Nublar. This is also this is a much better size of an exhibit than what they got over in the old stadium build, which is over here. They would have probably have been in this size, this side. Much better than this. Okay. Um I haven't done much more other than this, but yeah, ouch. That was my thoughts exactly. That was part of the reason why I wanted to include the arena and show have it be like a new versus old type feel to it. Is there any specific creature that you guys would like to see where they will be eventually being put, so that you can get a good idea of what the size of their exhibit is going to be? Yeah. Um, I'll show you what the Brachiosaur would have what looks like inside the arena real quick. Yeah, there is no Moza, and I don't think there's the I don't. Let me look real quick. I don't think there's a Tylosaur either. Which, thinking about it, that's kind of strange. Yeah, there is a Tylosaur. I'm wrong. So I can look real quick. Okay, I know where that is. So I will do that just a moment. Yes, there is one. I got it wrong. I've been working on this for just about as long as I have with anything Jurassic related, so I'm bound to forget a couple things. So the scale of what this area would look like with the Brachiosaur is that. Okay. So after this, I will go show off where the Tylosaur would be. Yeah, claustrophobia. I completely understand you. And the thing is, we based. I actually took the arena size off of what Ryan and I were able to determine based off what we saw in the movie, what the size of the arena would be, and extrapolated that from everything from there. So all of that is accurate to as much as we're able to find, at least. So yeah, that was one of the big things. And if you go back and watch the timeline video that I had made, I talk about how very early on they decided to start doing expansions, like year two or three, like yeah, year two. They did a massive expansion. Okay, so just double checking which one it is. Okay, so the Tylosaur uh, tank is going to be this one right here. The one that I am currently in. What do you guys think of this size? This is roughly about the size of the one that the Tylosaur would have been in on Isla Nublar. And Hyperion, maybe at some point I can have you come on. Yeah, these shapes are odd, but these are kind of like the idea is that it's going to be like an aquarium where you walk through a yeah, I can do that. Um actually I, I'll put in the fossils and archaeology MOSA. But the idea behind these are that um they're supposed to be like shark tunnels. Oh, please cooperate with me. There we go. That's seriously. Yes, Deep Tunics, I am back. So probably, I don't know why this is so small. It would probably be at least twice this size. Oh, that's the okay. This is one complaint that I have with fossils and archaeology that I can't get the skeleton correct. There we go. Hey, Colin. So, correct me if I'm wrong, Hyperion. Isn't the uh, Tylosaurus supposed to be bigger than the Mosa? Huh. I don't know if we've done that yet, Teak Tunics. I know Ryan has some stuff for Jurassic World Evolution he wants to release, but his job kind of got in the way. Okay, it is slightly. So, that should be fine. Oh, of course, not Jurassic Park canon, but again, this is more so trying to go realistic, like how it would actually be. Look at the health bar on top. Okay, but it's all good. No worries. Dictonics, we really have no idea what our plans are at the moment with Jurassic World Evolution. Again, it might turn out that I do a live stream, but we have no guarantees, no anything on that. Okay, thanks for that clarification, Hyperion. Um, so very nice, Deep Tunics. So, okay. So now that Hyperion got his choice out of the way, is there any more locations that you guys would be interested in checking out before I do some basic work while I just chat with you guys? And again, for the people who are just tuning in, here's a link to the map once again. The Flying Boys, which one? There are actually two aviaries. which I am very happy about, and because I love the aviary. Um, will the enclosures be contained with? Uh, Depends on which creatures. The plexiglass will be for the small herbivores more than likely, and the electric fences, as you can see with the what's going to be the Utah Raptor exhibit. They have electric fences, and so does the uh, Rex exhibit over here. And as soon as Project Nublar is able to release a beta version for 1.12, all these fences are going to be changed over. What's the enormous aquatic? So the there are three aquariums in this whole park, and they are divided into multiple tanks. And so what you're seeing is I don't remember the specific number. Let me count real quick. One, two. So the big aquarium, which is actually technically two, has about 18 different tanks in it for 18 different species. Yes, the Jurassic Park Institute is going to be dealt with in this episode, in this live stream. We're going to be doing that. I'm just showing off some stuff first. So this is going to be the main aviary for the Cretaceous part of the park. This one is going to be specifically for the Pteranodon and the, because it has two. Let me double check with this. Cretaceous Pteranodon and the Nyctosaurus, I believe it's called. Yes, pretty much every carnivore exhibit has moats, and and that is one of the big things that I love about this park and this map design. So this is aviary number one for Cretaceous. Actually, both of them are for Cretaceous. Thinking about it, and then the second aviary, which I have to jump over to the old area for, because it hasn't been transferred over yet, which is going to be stuff going on today if I have time. Yes, in this version, Hammond invested in security, which yeah, no, I'm not going to get into that right now. That's dark secrets, which will hopefully be brought up at some point in the future. You almost got me to spill something, but not quite yet. And here is the second massive aviary, which is right behind the engine staff center. Which, oh my gosh, I this is one thing that, me being an aviary lover, I saw this and said this is the final thing that just caused me to decide I needed to make this park. Was I love the size of this aviary. This one's so big, I'm not going to be able to make it in a traditional sense unless I get a mod called the Cuboid Chunk mod, which unfortunately I've not been able to get to work. And if anybody out there is interested in being able to help me get that to work, it would be amazing. I the this is clay, and that's going to be a stand-in for water. That was what I had used in World Painter. Yes, correctly. That is correct. Okay, so any other last? I'm gonna go for one more uh, location request before I actually start getting in, moving on building. I guess it would be on camera. Colin, we will talk about that afterward. Thank you very much. Ooh, true. I hadn't thought about that. But again, Hyperion and Colin, let's talk about that more after the stream because that is definitely something that I want to include if we have the ability to. Of course, I've got like I back up after every time I build or move anything on this park because one of the big things that happened with me was I actually should have been starting this YouTube series 2.5 years ago, but because of Carnotaurus, easy, simple, um, because of uh, files getting lost, uh, I had to restart like multiple times. So yeah, I back things up all the time, and this is where the Carnotaurus is going to be. Um, Not detailed yet. It's going to have a similar rock wall as what I have around the T Rex exhibit, but there's going to be a moat. This is signifying the 24-foot tall electric fence, like seen in the movie, and then there's going to be a like a safety barrier, just like this kind of thing. Yeah, it was unfortunate, but thankfully, I have definitely learned my lesson with that. Diplodocus. Ooh, let me double check where that one is because it could be in one of two places. Oh, okay, it's in the one that I thought it was. Okay, this is the second largest exhibit on the entire property. This one I am comfortable with actually calling a paddock instead of just an exhibit. This is in Jurassic America section of the park. These Jurassic Craft fences are from when I kind of just got carried away with doing things. This is all going to be redone. What's the largest? I believe that's Argentinosaurus. Every enclosure is essentially going to be built um, as like a pit, so to speak. So yes, every enclosure is going to be pretty much below ground level, with the exception of like tiny, tiny herbivores, where you're going to be up. The viewing area is going to be at the ground level. So this is the Diplodocus exhibit. Um, this is roughly the size of uh let me pull up a map real quick. So there's it all for you. Exactly. How I like describing these kind of exhibits was, do you remember what Harambe's exhibit looked like? May he rest in peace. Um that's going to be the kind of feel that most of these exhibits are going to be. And Michael Rutledge, you got exactly correct on that one. Gigantopithecus. Okay, this will be the last one. And I'm sorry for my dog. No micro. Actually, let me look real quick. There might be a Microraptor. Unless it's going by a different name, I'm not seeing Microraptor on here. Okay, where am I at? What's going? Oh, just floating dirt blocks. Okay. Gigantopithecus. It's going to be right here. And this is going to be its viewing building. And this is its inside enclosure. It's going to be detailed to look like a cave. Just waiting to see responses. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with most of my Cenozoic or or unbuilt creatures. Um, to be honest, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but part of me is willing to no, I'm not going to go into that right now. But I I would love it if I could get help making creatures. Ceratosaurus. I got to remember where that one is. I That's got to be in this park. Yes, it is. Okay, it's in Jurassic. I've got my map going up as well. Is that where it is? Yes, okay. Back to Jurassic area, and we are at the Ceratosaurus exhibit, which out of all the YouTubers that I've seen do videos that have Ceratosaurus enclosures, this is by far the largest one that I've seen so far, which, to be honest, I feel is small. And if you guys know of any YouTubers that do massive exhibits for their creatures, please let me know. Their dinosaurs, please let me know. Because that's the kind of feel that I want to watch them for inspiration. Okay, let's get building. Or moving things around, I should say. What is with this random gravel? Okay. So first thing that's going to be done. I'm talking Minecraft. If they do Minecraft. Okay, gotcha, Hyperion. So should I I'm considering moving the river station so that there's more room back here. What do you guys think? I'm considering moving it over here because I'm going to be moving all the river stuff to the other side of the actual natural river. One big thing is that the Jurassic Park Institute is going to be moving onto the other side of the river here. Yeah, I'll put the station here. This is where it's going to end up being. Okay. That's a bit far. That works. Nope, that's a bit far too. Hi, Thylacine. Wow. I read your comment. Whatever. Jurassic cinematics. Yes, I do agree that a lot of the enclosures feel small, but the reason for that is so that because originally I had started a version of this where it was exactly 1 to 1 as the map had been showcased, and like this particular path right here, which I'll this one is, let's see how wide this is. 22. Um, when I did the size that I wanted to do, where all the exhibits felt like correct size, what I would feel, this path was specifically. So this is 1/3. What is 22 times 3? If things will load. Oh, that's 66. Yeah. So this pathway was 66 blocks wide, and I felt that that was way too wide for a major build. So let's, instead of doing all that right now, because that's probably not interesting to watch. Let's actually start doing something. This would be east. Oh. Now let's hop over and grab the, like, what's going on there? Okay, just map glitching. Let's go grab the Jurassic Park Institute, which Duke Tunix wanted to see. Before I go inside, I will fly or bring it over. I will go inside because I don't think I've really shown off what this is yet. There is no interior, as with most of my buildings at the moment. Um, but the idea behind this is supposed to be um, the Mr. DNA ride having its own building and its own like major focus. This is all actually, so what I was what I did with my expansion. Let me go. Let's do this. Okay, let's zoom out. So I actually found an area in San Diego and recreated this the waterfront type area and brought it in. This whole area is what um, I was talking about the other day in the Jurassic Park or everything Jurassic Park Discord about getting help is building all these road systems networks that are out here and just make it. I want to have the area outside the park to feel like being in an actual city, and mostly it's just going to be empty and just for detail, for the sake of detail. But this is inside the city of San Diego. Specifically, this location is called. Let me pull it up real quick. Um, I believe it's called Chula Vista. Yes, this is Chihula Vista, and right now, like in real life, it is the San Diego Bay National Wildlife Refuge, and another name for the area is Gunpowder Point. And something interesting about this location is, um, just a moment. Sorry about my dog. Um, right about somewhere, actually, I don't know specifically, somewhere on this property, there was a mammoth uncovered. I believe it's probably about this area ish. Actually, you're not seeing my mouse at all. So, Jurassic America area. So, right about the center of my screen there. I think that's where it was discovered. But like a full mammoth skull was discovered, and so in the museum I actually have a it'd be awesome to see if what do you mean by that, Deep Tunics? But yeah, there was a skeleton, or at least a very least a skull found, and I have it like a fossils and archaeology mammoth skeleton or skull in there representing the actual one that was found, so to speak. So let's copy this. Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't even thought of that connection. That is cool. Wait a second. What am I talking about? Of course I noticed that. That's good. That's a perfect reference. But yep, there's that brachiosaur that wouldn't even fit. Okay, come on. Why are you struggling to load? Let's see. Is this going to be far enough on land for all of it? No. Hmm. Also looks like I nope. Yeah, I went down too far. Yes. There is a plan for a safari lodge type building. Let me see. There's actually a yeah, safari lodge is what it's called on the map, which doesn't show anywhere. Um, it's not shown anywhere on the map, so I get to choose where it is, and I'm going to be putting it. So let me move everything. Pretty much, it's going to be over in this forest area. I'm going to do some. Actually, it's going to be yeah, over in this forest area. There'll be some custom deforestation. Um, yeah, it's going to be over here, and then I'm going to be putting uh like Hammond's Lodge up in this area somewhere in the north part, north, or this, yeah, this would be the northwest of the park because Um, to the right side of the screen is north. Oh, I hate all that stuff. And yes, I do personally believe that Hammond would have opened. Again, this is my personal thing, not anything that we've been able to find canon wise with everything Jurassic Park. Um, that San Diego would have eventually opened after Hammond had gotten to the point where he figured out how to successfully keep the dinosaurs under control, so to speak. Hi, Oliver. It looks like I've dropped some viewers down, which that's okay. Probably going to be boring people anyway, so it's fine. This isn't the most exhilarating stuff. I'm not showing off a new mod or something like I did last Wednesday. I can do this. Yeah, I have a feeling about Jurassic Park Orlando as well. Yes, there is a ranger station or like security building kind of. Um, that will actually be shown off in this episode in this video, so to speak. Um, yeah, once I get this in place, I will be placing bringing the staff center, which also has the security buildings as well. Which, as soon as I am done here, I will be actually bringing that stuff over. I got to figure out a better spot for them. If only Dennis got back to the control room, yes. Our lives are in your hands, and you've got Butterfingers? As a kid, I had always tried figuring out where the actual candy bar was, because I figured that that's what Hammond was talking about. Let's go 6 west. A bit more. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, I gotta move everything. That. Mm, okay. I probably am misremembering at the moment then. So. Yes, are these characters autoerotica? That has always, like, I have been. That scene or that moment is just hilarious to me. Yes, Gennaro. Gennaro the perv. He's wanting to have sex with the the scientists. Okay, good. Yep, checking the vending machines. Okay. Because I am a stickler at making sure everything is perfect pattern wise. And I screwed up. Damn it. At least this was an easier thing to fix. Okay. Canon, like, in my own canon, it opens. Let me double check. I believe it's 87, 1987. 85. Excuse me. It was 1985. I wonder where the music's gone. Yes, this would have been before Isla Nublar. In my canon, this was all. So this park was actually. Hammond never gave up on the idea of this park, and that so Isla Nublar would never have been made, unfortunately. Despite Isla Nublar being literally my favorite part of the entire franchise. Yes, this is a very much an alternate universe. Um, if you would like, go ahead and oh, we got someone new back on the not okay. So, Deek Tunix, this is my own uh alternate timeline, so to speak. And despite Isla Nublar being my absolute favorite thing in the entire franchise, um, it would not have been developed. But for Michael Rutledge, go ahead and check out my one of my previous videos talking about the timeline for this park. Is that oh perfect? No, I'm not going to do that. I'll leave that kind of fine tuning until off the stream. This is actually going a bit longer than I was even expecting. Um, yeah. Okay, I still got plenty of time. Old property. So, as I was discussing earlier, the Jurassic Park Discovery Center, which is the building I'm currently working on transferring over to the new area, so to speak, um, the whole idea behind that is that it would be a building completely devoted to the idea of what the Mr. DNA ride was. So this would be this building would have a ride in it, explaining the same stuff that the Mr. DNA ride was explaining in the movie. Also, um, there would be more stuff shown off, like a actual nursery, as which was in the novel, and yeah. Um, Also, like there would be this was also a this room specifically is going to be where like uh plants were being researched, and where even though we have the massive greenhouse over there, this is where new plants are being figured out, a botany lab, so to speak. Well, not so to speak, that is exactly what it is. Okay, what's going on with the music? Let's turn it back up. Which, by the way, this is um, the greenhouse, which I am calling uh, Lockwood. Like this is going to be something named after Lockwood because Lockwood exists in my canon, and I guess Atherton is going to as well, even if it's just a subtle reference. Because I totally planned that the one of the local hotels is called Atherton. So this area is quite a bit different than what the original plan was. Let's see what this area, how big this is with this expansion. Which, to be honest, I'm not 100% sure what this is even going to be used for. There's the music. Very cool, Duke Tunix. Okay. Do I have room here? Possibly. Yeah, I'm going to copy everything over of the staff center. Do I got a spot where I would want to center it? Let's fly over. So I'm seeing that Michael Rutledge and Deke Tunix are active actively watching. Who else is watching? Just because I'm curious who the other two are. Uh, oh, that's interesting. What version? Because this is still 1.12.2. Oh, gotcha. Welcome, welcome, Rogue. Okay, I'm only doing this so that I can figure out where to center the parking lot because I want to copy as much of the staff center area as I can, just to give some explanation for what I'm doing currently. Excuse me. Okay. So I'd like it centered between these two things. Areas where the river does its weird thing. Riveting commentary, I know, but hyper focus kind of thing. So that should be right about where I want it. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, I am not going to be moving, transferring everything to a different world for a second time. I'm currently, that's part of why I'm doing what I'm doing today, is this is transferring from an old area of my map to a new area based off of the actual, like, way that it looks like in San Diego. Because of course I have to just, I'm that nuts and crazy that I have to have this place look or have decorative stuff around it that actually is reminiscent of San Diego. I have to have it in San Diego. I don't know. I'm weird like that. We're all a little eccentric. Unfortunately, Deep Tunics, I would do that too, despite Isla Nublar being my favorite part of the normal canon. Grabbing the new staff or the old staff center, moving it over. It does have more buildings and it is more expansive. Let me double check on the specific number because I do have that. Let's see, is it set up? No, it's not set up in a easy way, but It is a massive park. I believe it actually is over 200. I say it in the very first episode. Okay. I I do agree, Dick Tunix. Isla Nublar is better in concept. Oh, not sure if everybody has seen this. This was something really cool I thought of one day while I was building and just had to include. I actually tried doing a time lapse of the build, but it just I don't know why, but the replay mod just does not like working for me in execution. Yeah, 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 yeah. I totally agree with that statement, Michael Rutledge, but that's the thing. It's supposed to be a zoo. Or at least that's my how I feel about the whole thing. Okay, which one? Okay, where is the center? Is this the center? Nope, next one. Perfect. Yes, Nublar is totally a biological preserve, and in this timeline, Jerry Harding definitely gets a job here. Mm. This place probably would not put San Diego Zoo out of business. Um, I had actually thought a lot about that because I like putting way extra stupid amounts of thought into things. But that we, I had figured that the San Diego Zoo and Jurassic Park San Diego would kind of partner on things, so to speak. Let's see, is this? There we go. So like they partnered together, working for conservation type purposes. Let's see, how does this look? Oh, of course you're gonna do this. It does feel like a laid back place. That's part of why I love it so much. Okay, let's do this. If it'll load. How far over does that go? I might have to push it back. Hmm, that should be enough room for the aviary. Actually, then again, I'm going to be completely altering plans over on this side of the park. So the aviary will be pushed back and probably over there, more or less probably centered. Yeah, and this is totally not something for a natural setting, so to speak. Okay, let's. This is. Okay, that's all moved over. Mm, that was one thing that I had thought about with all these trees, that they would have planted a jungle between the park and the highway, which is Interstate 5. So that was one thing I had thought of. Okay, are you going to load the map, please? So that gives me enough, essentially. Yeah, I should have plenty of room over here. Let's go get the back area. Thank you, Tyler. That is amazing to hear. I never thought I would be inspiring people to build something. That means a lot. I would love to see your map sometime. I agree. It does show some of the inner workings of how everything functions. A lot better than a lot of fan maps, at least in my opinion. How long have we been going? Hour and a half. Okay, perfect. Oh, and even if I did want to put the aviary here, it would work. Okay, come on, load. Yeah, that is one thing that I have found, I've noticed, and partly why I chose this one over, like, chose this one to start, I should say, because I have a good collection of them, And this was, again, the one that I chose because of all the operational buildings. Um, I have, let's see, oh gosh, I have Jurassic Park or Jurassic World Orlando. I have a couple different other fan maps. Um, but and that's one that I'm going to be doing eventually as well. But I also have my own custom uh, map. Are there goat pins? Uh, now that I'm going to be changing things up a bit, there will be. But one thing that I'm also going to be including is an underground maintenance tunnel system, and that'll probably be where the goats and the cows will actually end up being. But I have enough room over here. I would probably put them over here. Um, yeah, this whole area is going to be redeveloped. I'm just moving it over here so I have the outlines because I want to put a full like road through here that connects up. Um, what more do I want to bring over right now? Hmm. So the brown walls. Actually, let's go fly over to them right now. They were just a random material uh, that I had used, which was brown stained clay or terracotta, I believe it is called. Um, yeah, because on the original map they were brown, but they will all be replaced with a rock type, like a cliff face. Because okay, so they're this is what they are right now. Actually, let me get a little bit closer to the Rex one, so I can do a comparison. So right now they're just brown stained clay, and all of them are going to be transformed to look like this in the future. Currently, I have fossils in archaeology. I didn't know about a version of Jurassic Craft that had all those other old dinosaurs in it. Um, I have. Let me look. Um, what is this? Anyway, I don't remember what all dinosaur mods I have, but um, I at least have those two. I have mine Jurassic, but I have not really messed around with it at all yet. Um, if you guys have any suggestions, because I've got a massive park to fill, I would love to hear what you guys have suggesting on that. Yes, there are. Actually, I can show a little bit of that. Uh, so there's going to be an underground maintenance tunnels that will be spiderwebbed throughout the park, and places like this are going to have staff access doors. Is primate primal age Java? I thought that was Bedrock, but every exhibit is going to have a staff exit, and they're going to be hidden from how the public is able to see them. So just like how a zoo would function. Okay. What more do I want to work on in the moment? Okay. While you guys are talking, I'm gonna work on this bank a bit the way that I do. Actually, let's go back over here. Okay, this is as far as I'll go. So if you guys have any suggestions, just let me know. I also was using, I don't know if it's in this build or this mod pack at the moment. Um Prehistoric eclipse and prehistoric fauna. Okay, once I'm done with this area, I'll probably have to end it. So before I end it, um, I'm curious, what are all your guys' favorite prehistoric creatures that like? No, like because if I have them, I'd like to show you guys and what their exhibit would look like, and I want to hear your feedback. Like, what should I include? And currently, I'm just waiting for the game to load because I did a really stupid command, the wrong command. Archaeopteryx. That is included. Yeah, what I had done was I meant to do a stack up command and I did a fill command. And so I'm just waiting for the game to load. Not only the fill command, but the undo command. While I'm waiting, because it'll rubber band me back, let me double check where it is. Yep, okay. I'll show you where the Archaeopteryx is while I'm waiting for this to load. Anyone else? I have no plans for any hybrids to be included in this project or this map at all. Um, I'm not a big fan of hybrids. If when the park is done and I have enough demand for it, I'll bring in hybrids. But as of now, the answer is no. So for Deke Tunics, this is the Jurassic Aviary, and this is the section where the Archaeopteryx would be going. Let's see. Yeah, it's still. Anyone else? Yeah, it's probably too small. But and when I'll probably get there, I will more than likely expand the tiny aviaries because there are a couple small ones. Metriacanthosaurus. Okay, back to that side of the park. Arcanthosaurus. I believe that's on the map. After the Metria, I'll show that one off. So we're in Jurassic America now. Well, no, this is Gondwana. Now we're going into Jurassic America. Uh, which Giga? I Gigantosaurus or whatever. Oh no! Because of the world edit thing, that part of the park's not loading. Let me see where the Arcanthosaurus is. Where is it? Okay, the Arcanthosaurus is right over here. Just a moment, gonna turn off my mic for a moment. This is where the Arcanthosaurus is going to be. Okay. Now that park is loaded, at least hopefully. There we go. I'll show off the Metriacanthosaurus. I don't know if the Momenchi is in this. Let me look real quick. Of course it is. Why would I? Where is it? Sorry, cross looking at two different maps, or not maps. Okay, Metriacanthra and Mamenchi are right next to each other. So the Metriacanthosaurus is going to be in this exhibit, and the Mamenchisaurus is going to be built in this area here, which is going to have a like the land's going to be built up. New video. I'm not 100% sure yet. Um, I'm doing this today because I was bored, but we're currently rushing to try and get everything Jurassic Park finished, and because of that, this has kind of been put on hold. So this is the new video, so to speak. Probably going to be August before I can release another video, unfortunately. So for the Giga, let me double check where that would be. Okay, Packy, right next to the Packy. So those two will be the last ones before I end it. Yes, it is 3 times the size of the Cerato. I did not design the size of these enclosures. They were designed for me. So let me double check this. Okay. So this one here is for the Gigasaurus. Wait, is that what it's called? Gigantosaurus. That's what's going to be here. I'll double check where the Suco is. This is going to be the Pachycephalosaurus exhibit. Suco is going to be the absolute last one. Okay. Suchomimus over here. So since we're on the way, this is going to be the Spino right on the back side of the Tyrannosaurus exhibit. And this will be the Suco right here. Okay. Now I'm going to finish up what I was doing over here, and I'll end this. We're going to end the stream. And we just lost someone. Okay. Okay. That's what I was trying to do over here. And that's going to be it for today. Let me go back to the start or the entranceway. I'll do this one. Thanks everybody for joining in. This has been a quick, just like building stream. Yeah, mini stream. I think that would be the best. Even though we're sitting at 2 hours right now. Anyway, I will talk with you all more later. Thank you for coming out and enjoying the time with me. I will chat with you guys more later.